Many countries around the world recorded an increase in domestic violence against women and girls during the COVID 19 pandemic and the ensuing lockdowns. Sadly, Pakistan was no exception to this global trend. According to a study by the Asian Development Bank on the gendered impacts of the COVID 19 pandemic in Central and West Asia, respondents to a survey in Sindh and Punjab carried out in the summer of 2020 reported an increase of 46% in incidences of physical assault from spouses. 14% of the women surveyed knew someone in their community who was threatened with physical violence by their husband, while 19% knew someone who was physically assaulted by their husband. These numbers not only point to the disproportionate impact the COVID 19 pandemic had on women in general, but also to the deeply entrenched gender inequalities in Pakistan. The attitude of many when it comes to domestic violence against women and girls in the country remains rather dismissive, with family and friends often excusing or rationalizing such abusive treatment, including through victim blaming. Although the state is supposed to offer women the protection from domestic violence, including mental and sexual abuse, that their communities often deny them. This is a duty it is largely failing to fulfill. Although 90% of women in Pakistan claim to have faced some form of domestic violence, 50% never report the abuse. Reports point to a resistance among police officers to register FIRs in cases of domestic violence, with victims often being told that the abuse is a personal matter or an inevitable part of married life. Is a major reason for the lack of trust that women have in the authorities when it comes to protecting them from spousal abuse. The COVID pandemic appears to have created the perfect storm for a surge in domestic violence.